Hello, my name is Christian Laurel, and today I am a very, very proud owner of Alstor AB, som have the 25th year's anniversary. My father started the company, Lars Jansson, back in 1998. After now 1,400 produced machines, I am very, very proud to present the brand new Alstor 850. This is a perfect forwarder and also a combi machine, but also as a harvester. Follow me and I will go through a little bit most interesting points within the Alstor. With this project, we have aimed to appeal the professional entrepreneur and the forest worker. Where we started 7 years ago with the project Alstor 840. It was the first fully hydrostatic machine that started to attract the fully professional guys in a completely new way. But with the professional customer also comes higher demand. So on this machine here, we have really focused on better capacity, better working environment, better sound level inside the cabin, and we have really achieved a masterpiece, I'm really honest to say. One of the most important, of course, is, and which is really is the Alstor DNA, is the terrainability in the terrain. Now we have a hydrostatic where we feed the drivetrain only with one hydraulic variable pump and one hydraulic variable motor. Compared to 840, we have now cut the losses in the machine by 50%. So we can still have the size of the Alstor, which is a very, very short distance from the nose down to the wheel, and only have the 1.3 liter Kubota engine with only 25 horsepower still in the Alstor 850. But we have managed to get so much more power out of the engine because we have worked very hard to get rid of all the energy losses that we have with the previous module. So now we have a mechanical hydrostatic machine, which means that the one hydraulic, the variable pump, is feeding a cardan shaft that goes through the waist and to the front and the rear trailer, where you have the differential lock that you can electrically lock or unlock. This gives very, very efficient transmission of the power from the engine directly into the tires. So with this machine you can not only go faster on the road, you have more torque and power uphill, and you have so much more power and with the hydraulic flow to the crane, which gives you more efficiency, you can have better performance, and you will love working with the new Alstor. Another obvious thing, of course, when you're working 8 hours a day is the driving environment. This new cabin has a flat floor. You can tilt the whole cabin to the side, which gives us the opportunity to have more sound isolation material in the bottom, also on the wall here. And here we really have a nice touch with more premium fabrics that gives more premium feeling, but also gives the practical benefits with a lower noise level. So here you can sit 8 hours a day without head caps, and you will just feel just fine. In the nose, we have also made it much easier to maintain the machine. Underneath, you can take down the plate underneath, and there we have gathered all the fuel filters, the 2 hydraulic filters, and also the plug to get rid of the engine oil on one single place, which makes it more easier to service. You get a faster time to do it, so you can go back into the forest and deliver whatever for the customer or for your own personal gain in your own forest. This is a big improvement with the Alstor 850. In the engine room now, we have changed 90 degrees with the engine. That gives us more room on the side, so we were able to squeeze down the cooler on the right side of the machine, which makes us to be able to still have the very short nose that the Alstor is so well known from. The expansion tank for the hydraulics is moved to a better place where it's easy to fill. You can of course still get rid of all the motor hood if you want for easier access around the machine. But another really nice thing is also with the fuel refillment for the diesel. Now it's underneath the hood, which have a lock system in them. So now you're not only keeping your machine safe for sabotage, but you also makes it very, very easy to put in fuel in your brand new Alstor 840 or 850, which also have a bigger fuel tank. Now we have 30 liters on the forwarder and up to 70 liters on the harvester. So now you can run almost 3 days without refilling the machine, which is of course really, really nice. All the systems around here are really thought through, and we have a good friendly machine, so you will love working with your Alstor. Of course, one of the most important things when you're attracting professional guys is durability. And that's why we have brought with us the new trailer that we implemented in the 822 and an 834, which has proven to be very, very robust. The strong support legs, the reinforcements, the mounting in the chassis, the really good bunks where we have lifted up the level of the timber bed, so it's easier to access with the grapple with the last timber and the first one. You have the detachable rear trailer, which gives us the opportunity to have the perfect combo machine that has been so successful over the years. But one of the really nice things about the new Alstor is the crane hydraulics. With this new one, we have put in a variable hydraulic pump that we control from the Icahn Parker computers. That gives us the opportunity to control and have the absolute maximum torque level of what the diesel engine can perform. So you always have the maximum oil flow on all different operations that you do. And that gives out almost up to 70–80% faster crane. It's so fast that the professional guy that have been testing the machine says too fast. But that's no problem, because we can control with our Icahn system the top speed, the ramp up, the down ramp on each of the section in the Parker valve. So you can optimize and personalize the crane configuration and the feeling of the crane exactly as you want it. And then you can really optimize the crane operation, so the unloading and loading will go so much faster, and you will be able to do more work over the day, and in that way make more money, and you will be more happy. On the Alstor 850 harvester, we'll have the crane tilt, which is quite unique on the Alstor. You can tilt the whole crane up to 25 degrees in the front and 15 degrees back. This gives you opportunity to take trees that are hidden around in the crane direction. So you can go in and take out really nice trees, and you get more even, cutting trees in a more even way in the area where you're driving, which is very good. And of course, I'm very proud also to have the movie FTG P25, a really parallel crane, which is Sweden made, and I was an engineer there actually 20 years ago, so I have a really extra place in my heart. So thank you, movie, for a very nice crane. Now we have really come up to a level that the fully professional harvester is starting to be very interesting. With the variable pump that we have described before, we are able to optimize the stroke feed harvester head to a completely new level. We can now take up to 90–100 trees per hour in the first innings with this harvester head. And then we come up to a level that it will not only give your as an entrepreneur really good value for your money, but also the forest owner can have a really plus results after the thinnings is done, which has never been possible before. And then you can really do the thinning as you want it. So leave more trees per hectares left in the forest, so you have bigger area that grow, and it's the growth that gives you money in the end. So on the new Alstor 850H, we have now up to 70 liters of fuel tank. The old one was 50 liters, so it's a great upgrade there. We have done some small changes with the design, but not much, because the trailer is actually the same as on 840, which has proven to be very stable. We still do have the support legs, because with the terrainability of the Alstor, you will put yourselves in positions where it could be completely dangerous to not have the support legs. You can bring timber downhill, and then you for sure need the support legs in a much more safer way. But when you're working in normal terrains, up to 4 meters range, 360 degrees around the Alstor, you will never need these. But they are only for these unique things where you're able to put yourself because of the terrainability that Alstor is so unique of. But of course, when you sit 8 hours a day, you need to be comfort, to be able to have a relaxed body so you can perform the whole day. And within the Alstor, with this new chair that is unbelievably comfortable, you can really sit relaxed, and you can directly feel the noise level when you come into the cabin. It's so soft, it's so good. With these new fabrics here, but we kept a little bit of plate underneath, so we're not going to destroy and make the new machine look dirty too fast. In the winter, when you're operating the Alstor 850, you have a really nice heating system in the top of the roof that gives a really clear sight, even if it's wet and foggy. But sometimes it can be a little bit cold on the floor. But on the Alstor 850, we have water heating in the floor as standard. You will love that feature. When you turn around, you have a completely new view here. We have widened the rear mirror. We have made the roof window much wider and bigger. So now there is really no disturbance whatsoever to have a full cover of the treetops. You can make the tree selection much easier. You will relax because you don't have to sit and look for what you're doing. You sit in a very ergonomic way and can do a good job 8 hours a day. To even get that better, we have now upgraded our touch display to 7-inch display. And there we have regrouped the whole layout of the display, that now we have more sensible information where you really want it. You have the fuel gauge, the rev engine and the fuel gauge all included in the display, which makes it easier and you don't have to look around to see what's going on with the Alstor. Overall, it's an amazing way of sitting here. Even if you're a tall guy, you have plenty of room and you will love the new Alstor 850.